Hello. Happy Monday from the Freemans.
Here we go now.
We're gonna dance.
In the evening.
We're gonna dance tonight without music.
It's in our heads now.
This is a little weird. Normally we talk to you guys in the morning.
And got the music going.
It's the evening. We had a little bit of a different sort of morning and didn't get to connect with y'all. So hop on with us. End your evening with us. What's up, Amy girl?
Hey,
Come
Amy.
on. Hey, Lindsay.
Oh,
What's
Lindsay.
up? All right, we are super pumped about the topic today. Something that really has come up for us in talking to a lot of people recently and for ourselves, and that's looking at the model of life of what most of us have been brought up in, which is work harder, longer. Right? You know that, like, oh, well, if I want to achieve this, I just need to work harder or longer or both. Versus the model of flow. So let's break those down, and we have some tips, not tips, but so much as like discoveries into how to live a life of flow, because doesn't that sound a lot better than push? So Aaron, what would you say?
Well, and how often have you heard people say, I'm just going to put my nose to the grindstone, I'm going to hustle this one out, I'm going to work 80 hours for the next 4 years, I'm going to make that $1 million, I'm just going to forget everything. It's like, okay, that produces results, but let's be honest, if you got into the flow of life where abundance lives, what if you produced even more results than that would produce in a quarter of the time with ease, and you loved it? That's just my little vision cast right there. And that's really what we're talking about. We're talking about it's an old model. It's an old model to say I have to work hard, longer hours, I have to sacrifice the family, my health, whatever it might be, and hustle and nothing. I don't want to say nothing wrong with the hustle, but there is another way to be in the flow where you don't necessarily know the outcome, but you know because you're tapped into your true self, what you're meant to do, that literally miracles show up.
Yeah, so if you are resonating with I do feel like I need to work harder or longer, check in with yourself if that's like what you get. Like maybe you have a new job or a job you've had for a long time and there's business goals, or maybe you just started a business. Or many of the people that I know watch us are in network marketing. Do you and your business feel like to produce the results you want, it requires harder, longer? If you're resonating with that, let us know. Say, yes, that's how I feel.
And this is like a discovery. We're literally in this discovery ourselves, so we want to get in this with you as our lives together as a community can really discover this. So I want to give one example, and then I'll have Jocelyn go into our steps.
Yeah.
But the example that's shown up in our life is those of you that know us know that we're a part of Delighted by Dessert Hummus, and that is such a perfect example. We said that we wanted to invest in something, and we weren't just going to do it the old model. We weren't going to do something we've already done before, and whatever it was going to be, it was going to be something that aligned with what we were up to as a whole. So for those of you that know, we had a vision, and we said, we're not exactly sure what it's going to be, where it's going to come from, but we know we want to be socially conscious, to make an impact for others. Thanks for the thumbs up.
Thanks, love those.
And because we were open to opportunities and meeting people, and we were friendly, we have great smiles on our faces, we meet the founder, Mackenzie, of Dessert Hummus in the airport line, because she was late for a flight, and we allowed her to go past us. And then, the story, Jocelyn's pants, they connected on yoga pants. But seriously, like, you couldn't have planned that. You wouldn't be able to put your nose to the grindstone and work hard and hustle and have someone in the airport that was late be able to go in front of you, make a connection to where, I don't know if you guys know about the hummus, but it's exploding. I mean,
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's beyond what we could ever imagined. And that came from being in the flow and looking for the opportunities that aligned with what we were out for.
What's up? Hey, Elliot. Hey, Kirk. Chris, what's up?
Chris.
So let's talk a little bit more about how to live inside of flow. People who tell us, I know that feeling, like I've got to work harder, longer. How do you live in flow? Well, first, it takes pausing in life. Too many people, including us, have gone time without pausing and going, whoa, where am I actually headed right now? Like, where is my life headed if I keep going at this pace in this direction? And that is something that's so worth our time. I know that during our week, often a lot of us are conditioned working, you know, Monday through Friday, and then the weekends we get into errands and, you know, the traditional sort of like schedule. It is critical that people stop and take a minute to pause and look, what is this direction? You know, I mean, because Aaron talks about like, yeah, people don't pause and look at the direction, like the analogy of if you're driving, if you meant to be going to New York, but you're not looking at your direction and you're all of a sudden you're in Florida and you wake up one day in life and go, how am I in Florida? I've wanted New York this whole time.
And it wouldn't make a difference if you didn't know your direction. It's like Jocelyn said, you wanted to go to New York, or that was where you were clear on going, and then you're like, I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna work hard, and you didn't pay attention to the direction you're going. You end up in Florida. So what? I mean, you may have produced some results. You end up in Florida, but the abundance. Let's go back to the abundance and the miraculous thing that was meant for you was over here in New York. What difference did it make if you just hustled and put your nose to the grindstone and then beat yourself out and just got exhausted to end up in a place you didn't even mean to anyway?
Yeah, and we have each day, you know, we talk to you guys Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have different topics of this angle because this is a hot topic with how people are working. So we're just going to take us one slice at it today. Tune in Wednesday and Friday as well, but I want to talk about step 2. So once you've spent some time looking at your direction and going, do I like this? If not, or maybe not even if you like it, but if it doesn't feel aligned for you, which we all know that, you know when things are ultimately aligned, we just don't give ourselves time to stop and actually look at that. Then if you go, you know what, no, if I keep working harder, longer at this, like I did for myself 2 years ago when I realized, yeah, I could keep going, but it's going to probably take me in a direction that isn't my sole purpose. Then what you can do is stop and ask yourself, and we talk about this in our book, and if you haven't read our book yet, a huge part of our book is actually this whole vision exercise and really discovering what is your vision and how to get there. And clarifying it. Not enough people have clarity. So what we're going to leave you with tonight, and again, we're going to talk to you Wednesday and Friday. One second.
Elliot, yes, hustle without feeling like it's hustle. A great question. I would like to discover that. And then hitting home with you, excited for a breakthrough. Us too. This is exciting. And so like Jocelyn was saying.
Yeah, so first step tonight, guys, is asking yourself, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel in life now, not later? Again, a lot of us are hustling to get somewhere to feel a certain way. Confidence, safety, achievement, money, whatever that is. But a lot of us are chasing things that actually aren't of value to us. So pause, give yourself time to reflect. Ask yourself, how do you want to feel in life? And that might take some time. Give yourself permission to do that. What else would you add?
I think that's it for tonight, really. You can hustle, like I was thinking about what Elliot just said. What's your experience of hustle, though? Does it feel like it's a sacrifice of other areas? Does it feel like it's a struggle? Does it feel like that whole world? Or does this hustle feel like you're doing the things in your zone of genius, that it's easy, it's fun, it's joyful, you can't believe how easy it is and how much abundance is flowing? I'm in for that kind of hustle.
Yeah, and that's like the question one of the parts we want to leave you with tonight is, are you satisfied with the harder, faster, longer, working harder, faster, longer? That model of life isn't working anymore for most people. And so if that's no longer working for you, stay tuned with us. We're going to talk more about this Wednesday and Friday because this is the new paradigm that we're all ready for. We're hungry for flow. Right? Give us a thumbs up right in here if you're ready for flow and be in this discovery with us the rest of this week. Ask yourself, how can I live in flow? Let us know, guys.
Wednesday, we'll talk about certainty and building the belief to head in the direction that you should be heading.
Yes. Sneak peek. Talk to you Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for the hearts.